What's up internet, Criddle here with this week's chapter of Fairy Tail, chapter 486, The Fourth Guest. Let's get straight to it, shall we? So first up, as per usual, is our cover page for this week, featuring Mobster Happy and Mobster Natsu and Mobster Little Dragons, with Liliana looking all shocked in the background. I'm not even really sure why she's there, doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, straight into the chapter this week, and we're greeted with Gajeel having pinned Bradman to a tree, stabbing through him with a blade. As this happens, Bradman begins to shift, his body granulating like sand and moving away from the spikes and blade that had pinned him to the tree, showing that he has some sort of ability to not be pinned to a tree. I'm not really sure. Bradman then goes on, saying that Gajeel hath touched death itself, and grabs Gajeel by the throat. Gajeel responds by grabbing Bradman by the throat with an angry look on his face and a pretty much so what kind of attitude. He then proceeds to headbutt Bradman and makes a quip about finding a good plot of land for his final resting place. We get a little bit of a downright sad Levy at this, and a relatively indifferent Bradman. I don't know how to read his expressions because he's wearing a bit of a mask type thing, or maybe that is his really ugly face, but he seems pretty indifferent to Gajeel's one-liner. But seriously, Levy, look at her! We cut to Eileen, who is sending Juliet and Hyun-hee to the front lines to join the battle. Juliet thinks it's overkill, what with two of the Spriggan 12 already down there, keeping in mind that we still haven't actually seen Rakid. I'm not sure what he's capable of, but we literally know his name and nothing else. We've seen a shadowy silhouette a couple of chapters ago, but nothing to sort of define what's going to happen with his character. Anyway, Eileen responds to this with the third guest will be arriving soon, and she goes through who the other guests were, and seriously, how much of a stretch could you have to call the order in which people arrived at this particular battle the guests? It's really ambiguous, Anyway, Eileen says the third set of guests are going to be troublesome. Speaking of which, we cut to a walking robot that has a cannon and angel wings, and is running around on 2 feet. Looks like it would overbalance at a moment's notice, but I don't know. This robot is revealed to be the moving temple Olympia, which has now arrived on the battlefield. And inside the walking temple, the Orasian Seis, who have decided to rename themselves as Crime Sorcier, which I think is a good thing because there's not 6 of them anymore. To reintroduce these guys, we have Macbeth, Richard, Serrano, Sawyer, and Eric, also known as Cobra, and the Poison Dragon Slayer. Hence the reason he is sulking in the corner. He's in a vehicle. He, like all Dragon Slayers, is completely useless in a vehicle. We cut now to Yukino, reacting to something. Not sure if it's Crime Sorcier or not, but she brushes this off when Minerva asks what's wrong. We cut back to Eileen, who is still talking about the guests, and lo and behold, the mention of the fourth guest, who is going to be even more troubling again. She comments that they are neither friend nor foe, but she will have to take care of them personally. Both of Eileen's subordinates are pretty confident in her abilities and think the fourth guest is a fool for even considering challenging her. We then cut to Happy flying through the sky now, and Natsu with a giant head? Seems that Brandish is having fun with her abilities, which is still finding a way to freak out Lucy. Brandish is also still loving how fluffy Happy is, and then she gets a wicked smile on her face after Lucy gets all freaked out even more about Natsu's giant head. And cue the fan service for this chapter, messing with Lucy. She asks Brandish not to mess with her, but the response she gets is just classic for Lucy. Everyone wants to mess with her. It's just fun, I guess. Mess tries to be the voice of reason, but is cut off as a strong magical presence appears. That presence is August, who is very, very aware of the group's approach. Natsu is, of course, all fired up over this and has to be reminded that they are just there to talk. We cut back to Eileen as she taps the ground, saying that the preparations need to be made for the fourth guest. She says that the war game needs to be ended here and now as someone outside the rules has appeared. Acnologia, the black-winged one. Which sort of plays along with that whole thing she was talking about in one of the previous chapters about the white and the black facing one another. She refers to herself as the Scarlet Angel. He's the black winged one. Sort of fits with that whole 2 coloured angels, black and white, were facing off against one another. Also, Eileen's face is just really intimidating here. She really and truly honestly believes that she has the power to take down Acnologia. And so we cut back to Gajeel and Bradman fighting away, with Gajeel apparently not able to deal any damage to Bradman because his body is made up of magic barrier particles, which when inhaled by people destroy their body from the inside. For Gajeel, not an issue. His lungs are made of metal. So metal. The two get to fighting with another of Gajeel's attacks going straight through Bradman. He's essentially revealed to be a Logia fruit user from One Piece at this point in time, making him near untouchable for Gajeel because, well, Haki doesn't exist in this world. Bradman refers to himself as the Reaper and the guide to the underworld, and then proceeds to attack everyone surrounding the pair, as he can't do any damage to Gajeel directly. Also, these bones seem to be real and start piling up on Gajeel, only for Levy to jump in with her solid script magic. Bradman comments that Levy's magic is holy magic, and given that it erased his magic so easily, I'm sure that the two affinities are opposed to one another. That being said, I'm not even really sure that Levy's magic is wholly based. We've seen her produce fire, air, iron, and other stuff before. I think that her magic transcends typing, but this specific application of her power is designed to be holy magic. Either way, Levy said she's not going anywhere, and Gajeel continues to tell her to run, but Levy reveals that she has created a mask with her magic to protect her from Bradman's ability. Which is absolutely hilarious because all of her abilities were, so she literally has the word mask on her face. She gets angry at Gajeel for his plot of land comment. Gajeel tries to defend himself by saying that it was just a quip as a comeback to Bradman's own comments. We get a sentimental moment of Levy saying she doesn't want Gajeel to die, furthering the ship pairing even more. Bradman then proceeds to get all ominous looking, saying that Gajeel and Levy's fates are sealed. We then cut completely off the tangent of the last couple of chapters to Western Fjord, where Zeref is just, got a hand to the ground, and he's noticed that the quality of the magic in the land has changed. We're then left with a very concerned Zeref wondering what Eileen has planned. Next week's chapter is the third seal. So this chapter has set Eileen up as even more powerful than we could have possibly thought. Her ability to read the situation and know that she needs to send her underlings into the fight is just overwhelming. Whether this is to actually protect them for when she takes on Acnologia, or that she knows that Crime Sorcier joining the fray is going to put Bradman and Rakit at a major disadvantage moving forward, I don't really know. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, and if Eileen is going to fight Acnologia, and ultimately, let's face it, she's going down, that means that convincing August to not fight is the only piece left to play to ensure that Alvarez does not conquer Fjord. The third seal is a chapter title. I don't even know where to go with this. The last few titles have been so obscure that I don't have a clue on where it could go. It could be to do with Mavis and Kana, it could be August, it could be Eileen. I'm not even going to hazard a guess, I'm probably just going to be wrong again. At the end of the day, the series is ramping up quite nicely, and I'm looking forward to where the fights are going to go from here. But it's still another week and another chapter away. I'm Criddle, this has been Fairy Tail Chapter 486, The Fourth Guest, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.